The woman suddenly lifted her feet off the ground. The husband was so frightened that he called the emergency number. Even if 2 medical staff try their best to drag, they still can't pull down the floating woman. In the evening, the doctor came here. Her husband thought the doctor was coming. He can fix it all. He didn't expect that the doctor would find it after testing it with a ruler. Women compared with before. The height of the suspension rose by several centimeters. Obviously, women have been rising all the time. The doctors were at a loss. The doctor had to take her blood for further examination. Appearance of strange diseases. This family and couldn't believe it for a moment.
Mom's going into orbit.
Shut up, Carly. There's something you can do, there's got to be.
We'll do our best to keep you comfortable.
The husband angrily dismantled the wooden floor, at a loss to vent their grief, and Sarah can only try to cover the falling dust. When he called for his daughter's help, the daughter increased the sound of the water, trying to avoid what's happening at home. With the board completely falling, Sarah straightened up and put her head in. Upstairs is her daughter's bedroom. All this seems so strange and helpless. It's daylight, her daughter writes, but she could no longer concentrate on her studies, because behind her is half of her mother's body. More than this, Sarah, because of the loss of gravity for a long time, more and more people can't hold back. Her daughter had to go downstairs every time to set the water tray. The daughter said she could suspend her studies and take care of her at home. Face your daughter's kindness. Sarah refused outright. It means that everything is based on study. Maybe it's hard on her. Sarah also feels a little guilty, but she had no other choice. The husband struggled to enter the room with his face on his face, and Sarah put on her best clothes, because today is their wedding anniversary.
You look like an angel. Oh, I'm sorry, love.
My wonderful, stupid husband on our anniversary. You started without me.
That day, my daughter came home. As soon as she entered the door, she heard her mother's painful voice. She went to the living room to have a look. Surprisingly, it was her father who tried to stop Sarah from taking off, tied her to her ankles. She showed pain when she saw her mother. Her daughter hurried to get the knife. Her husband came to stop her. Just then, Sarah screamed bitterly. The daughter pushed her father away in a hurry. Start cutting rope. That's all she can do. Sarah won't hurt. Listening to Sarah's screams, her husband hasn't recovered for a long time. Time passed day by day. Now Sarah has risen to the top of the building.